around friends, new and old, and welcome to the Campfire Collective. We are your hosts, Jennie, David, and Philip.
Good morning, Arizona.
Oh,
Yes.
Good heckin' morning.
Good morning. And it actually has. We've hit the daylight savings for you, David. So now we are 9 measly hours apart. And
Instead of 8.
Instead of 8.
It was already chunky. Now it's chunkier. It's put on a little summertime holiday weight.
Guys, first time we've all been recording together in a while. Jennie, welcome back. How was Mexico?
Thank you. Oh, it was absolutely splendid. Gorgeous. It was beautiful weather, and I had a fabulous time. We ate, we drank, we enjoyed the waters. We ate and drank some more. Oh, it was a great time.
You made merry in Mexico. Wonderful.
It was my first experience enjoying the sights and being on Mexican soil, and it was wonderful. Thank you, Rocky.
Did you do the basic white girl thing? Did you get braided hair on the beach?
No, I did not do that. But I did get myself a cheeky pineapple drink.
Yeah, you know what? That will suffice, yes.
And the elote, oh, it was perfect. We were over by it was like the main boardwalk in the main part of town. And they had all these stands of pineapple drinks and elote and all sorts of treats. And I had to get the elote. It was perfect. We could put any hot sauce we wanted on it. I just covered it in Valentina. It was just covered, and it was great. Dripping with Valentina.
Valentina's no joke. It's good stuff.
That's some really good stuff. That's the only hot sauce I crave. I don't
Really?
usually go for hot sauce. Yeah, I'm
Hot
getting
sauce
older.
nut. I love 'em all.
I'm exploring more spicy stuff. Valentina was the first one that got me.
It's like a smoky, spicy, nice.
Yes, it's a vinegary hot sauce. It's very good. If you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? Please go try it and come back and talk to me.
What are the chances you think I've tried Valentina, David?
Much higher chance you've tried a fine lady named Valentina.
There we go.
A hot sauce, but
equally spicy. All right, David, you obviously cannot top a pineapple drink on the beaches of Mexico. I
certainly cannot.
But how was your week?
Pretty good. I guess it's just been a standard week for me. Just work and the grind and getting lots of sleep on one night and then almost no sleep on another night. Normally I work like midday shifts on Thursday and Friday. So I did that on Thursday, started at 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. And then I got a call later and they were like, hey, the guy who opens tomorrow is sick. Can you open? Which means I have to be there at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And when I'm not used to going to bed earlier than like 2 a.m., sometimes 4 a.m. if I work a night shift, that was not easy. But I was like, sure, I'll show up.
For the money, I'll do it.
Right. It was the last day of the month. It was the last day of March. And I was like, well, me, I need to work. So I did.
It's just been a standard week for myself. Guys, moving sucks. I am now, today's my first day of actually going out and seeing an actual place, viewing the place. That'll be after this podcast. So wish me luck. I might be having a new background pretty soon within the month. So we shall see. But that's pretty much all my week's been. That and a major disappointment, which shall stay behind the scenes, which David knows about. Inside jokes don't make fun.
Oh, we're going to move on.
Yes, we shall move on.
We got a fun new Philip. Your favorite word. It's new.
I love the new.
It's a new main
What's
topic
the news?
Approach, and Philip came up with it, so I'm going to let him explain it. And he's taken the reins on the first trial of this new main topic. Go for it.
New doesn't always mean good, but I'm hoping it is good. Guys, we've talked about and we've discussed before the Am I the A-hole thread on Reddit. However, we're going to take a new twist on that today. We will be bringing it back. We'll be bringing back a story. And who doesn't love that page? Who doesn't love that thread? But what we will be doing is I will be presenting two separate stories from said thread, and I will be forcing both Jennie and David to have to defend the person for whom I believe actually is indeed the a-hole. So we will, and then the other person will then be the prosecutor trying to persecute the a-hole. So trying to make sure that they are the a-hole, the other person will try and salvage them from such a status, create a compelling argument against. So here we go. First one, and you know what? Let's even preface this beforehand. Jennie, I'm going to have you defend our main protagonist in this story, the person for whom is writing the story. So be prepared for that, and we'll come to you first after this story.
I'm defending the a-hole.
Correct. You are
prospective a-hole.
Yes.
Oh, perspective. Okay, got it. Got it.
So we will go to you first afterwards and try and defend their case that they're making, that they are not an a-hole. Here we go. My husband, age 58, and I, 56 and a female, recently met my son's 24-year-old girlfriend for the first time. He's been crazy about her. Apparently, they've been dating for a year before he decided to have her meet us officially. What he's told us about her all seems great. She's got her degree, was enjoying her job, family-oriented, etc. I'm honestly just glad he's happy with her. My husband and I don't think he's ever been this into someone before, so I feel pretty bad about what I did. Last weekend, he brought her over for dinner. By now, we'd been anticipating meeting her with how much our son has been gushing about her, how perfect she is, that she's the one, in his words. They ring the doorbell. We open the door. She looks exactly like her pictures, which is a great start. My son is grinning ear to ear, another great start. We invite them in. She accepts my hug and a firm handshake from my husband. Then she opens her mouth. I'm the one your son puts his penis in. To be frank, I was appalled. I expected my husband to laugh. Both he and my son are jokesters. And as annoying as it can be, I love it. But this was just too much for me. Maybe I'm reserved, but of all things she could have shared about my son, she told us that. One look at my face and my husband knew how much I disapproved. I felt like he'd sold me the full package, everything he'd always been looking for in a girlfriend. I was too disturbed by the visual it put in my head, and it translated into anger. I told her to get out, and I wanted to say more about how gross it made me feel, but I fortunately left it at that. My son didn't want to go, insisting I give her another chance, but I was too fed up and uncomfortable by this point. Even my husband, who's enjoyed his fair share of raunchy jokes, wouldn't let up. They left, and I immediately felt guilty. This was something my son had really looked forward to, and I feel like I took that away over a dumb joke. I tried calling to apologize, but he hasn't responded. My husband thinks she's the one who should apologize. I'm considering giving her another chance. One more thing to add. My son lives in a nearby state. It can take about an hour to get back to where we live. He also hasn't dated anyone seriously for a while, maybe a couple of years. He told us before that he wouldn't bring home anyone until he's sure he wants a future with her. We've been asking to meet her ever since he told us about her, but he wanted to be ready. Jennie, make a case.
Just to confirm, I'm defending for the mother in this case?
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, I don't blame her. Like, this is the first thing you say to your potential. I mean, it sounds like it's going in the direction of being in a relationship for a lifetime. This is the first. He took all this time to wait to make sure he brought the right girl home to meet his parents, because obviously he wants to put a ring on it. And this is the first thing she says. Like, come on, wouldn't you try a little bit harder to like approach things a little bit on the traditional side of like, nice to meet you, I love your house, oh, is that a dog, oh, stunning. Like, just there could have been so many other options besides going the quite literal and brutally honest route. Like, I don't blame her reaction. Honestly, I would probably react the same way. But
you would kick her out, Jennie. You would have kicked her out yourself.
I would have been, my reaction probably would be a little bit more on the severe side if I had that happen to me. If my future child brought a potential partner home and that's the first thing they said, I would be like, not in this house. You're done. Get out.
All right. Jennie says as she would have done. David, make the case that she is the a-hole.
Have you ever met somebody who uses humor when they're nervous or uncomfortable or as a defense mechanism? Because that's what this strikes me as. I mean, clearly she made a comment that yeah, it wasn't necessarily appropriate. But are you immediately going to assume that this person is that crass, no filter kind of human being, or are you going to perhaps express your discomfort with that kind of humor and move past it? Especially since your son has been dating this girl for a year. Remind me, Philip, the dad had no problem with it, right? Or he didn't react so strongly.
The dad did not. He also was a little perturbed from future edits that come in there. He was a little perturbed, but he was not the one who kicked her out. It was the mom. It was the mom specifically.
Yeah, her son has been dating this girl for a year. They may never have met, but clearly she has to know a lot about this girl. So it's, as much as it is a first impression, it's not really a first impression. So to go all the way to kick her and her own son out because of what she said, to drive all the way back to another state, yeah, you're the ass. You're definitely the ass.
All right. Closing remarks to Jenny, who has to defend. Anything else that you want to add, or are you down for my ruling?
All I'm saying is, if you've been dating this girl for a year, then this girl should have had the right information to know what type of humor should be approached with her boyfriend's parents. Like, you think if he really wants to make sure that a good impression is left, he could have said something like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't approach the literal route of the But
I can't. I may be speculating here, but maybe she just blurted it out because she was uncomfortable. Do you think she pre-planned that? I doubt it. I doubt it.
In the car, you know what? I'm gonna kill with this joke. This joke is gonna be.
She's gonna love it.
God, she's gonna love me as much as I love him.
Stop me if you heard this one.
Oh God. Oh wow. Okay, you both make strong, and this is a multi-layered argument, so it's not like there's a clear winner here. It's close. Honestly, though, I'm gonna have to go with Jenny here. I think that
really?
it's less. Honestly, before going here, I honestly thought that. But I thought that she was more of the a-hole. I think the action itself is the a-hole, but the immediate thing, and she's tried to rectify it by calling later, which wasn't something Jenny brought to the table. I think that her ability to go forward and try and call back and go forward and try and rectify it makes it less of an asshole. But the actual action was a scooch too far. Was a scooch, but it's at least understandable. Like, open the door, first impression. Hey. Wow, just open as strong as a Red Bull right off the top.
But okay, hold on a second.
Yes.
Aside from, let's say, the first 2 months of the relationship where they're just sort of dating, right? From that point, from after 2 months where they're actually like, okay, we're like a couple. This has been building up for 10 months, right?
Yeah.
Give or take, right?
Yeah,
it's been about a year.
Yeah.
This has been building up for 10 months. To kick her out over one line. That's the question. Is she an ass for doing that? You're saying no.
No.
I wish you'd have made this argument earlier, because that's a strong argument, David. Let's see.
I'm making it now.
I'm making it now. Here, let me grab the official gavel.
We said closing remarks already. You can't just add on any last minute points before it's decided.
Look, there are no rules to this debate.
Nobody's going to jail over this.
Goddamn rules.
Things are going. There definitely will be.
This is the court of Philip's opinion. I can change it at any point.
God, that was a strong argument. You know what? I'm easily swayable. I'm swaying, Jenny. You got one more sway in you?
Yeah, sway the right direction. Come, you are with me, buddy. You can't just walk away.
Oh man, I think you know what? That's it. David. I sway back. To you, David. You got me. She is a butt.
Are those mints?
Don't make fun of my gavel. Nothing matters in this kangaroo court, Jenny. The only thing that matters is that David has defended or has persecuted, and now somebody does reside in jail now because of this. But jail. All right, David. We are going to be switching it up. David, you will now be defending the person of interest of whom the story is about. Jenny, you will be the prosecution. Here we go. For my 24th birthday, my dad got me a gray metal KitchenAid stand mixer for my apartment. It was about $700, I think. However, I did not ask for this. And honestly, I freaking hate the color as it does not match anything in my place, and it's also too big. I gave it to my friend who liked it and was moving to a different state. My boyfriend then got me a cute black stand mixer that fit into my apartment a lot better, so that's what I have. My dad was over last night and he noticed that the gray stand mixer was gone and replaced by the black one. He asked where it was, and I told him the truth, namely that I thought the gray was ugly, so I gave it to my friend, and my boyfriend got me the black one instead. My dad was shocked and said the gray sand mixer had cost a lot and that he thought I would have liked it, so that's why he gave it to me as a present. Maybe that's where I'm the a-hole. I said if he would have been more observant, he would have known that I absolutely hate the color gray. It's my least favorite color, and everyone in my life who knows me knows that. I honestly wasn't trying to be rude. I was just stating a fact. But my mom called me today and told me I really hurt my dad and need to apologize for, quote-unquote, throwing it away, end quote, a thoughtful birthday gift my dad had put a lot of money and thought into. I don't think that's necessary. I think after my dad gave me the stand mixer, it became mine, and I could do anything with it. And I didn't, quote-unquote, throw it away. I gave it to a friend. David, defend our Stand-Aid mixer birthday recipient.
All right. I think this person has received a gift. That gift is now a possession of hers. Hers?
Yes,
right?
hers.
A possession of hers. And she can, in theory, do with it what she pleases. It didn't suit her kitchen. She decided to give it to a friend who perhaps needed it and would appreciate it more. It found it a good home in a kitchen where it was going to be used and enjoyed. And in the end, she did appreciate at least the gift that the father was giving her, the KitchenAid, whatever it's called, thing again, because she did in fact end up using that same stand mixer.
Stand mixer. For $700, you better get that name right.
I think that receiving that gift and then deciding, you know what, this is actually a great gift, just except for the color, she gave the one that she didn't like to a friend and then replaced it via her boyfriend with the same thing, essentially, so that she can still enjoy the thought that her father had put into the gift. So no, I don't think she's the asshole for that.
Okay. Opening remarks are done by David. Jenny, we go to you.
I have also been in this situation where I have been gifted multiple of the same item. Now, I was not a fan of the fact that she just decided to give this to her friend, this gray one, without letting her father know first. She could have at least provided a little courtesy call saying, hey, this is what's going on. There should have been additional thank you, some praising, because it sounds like this guy took some time and money to be able to purchase this thing for her. Like, he went above and beyond for his daughter. It's a daughter, right? Is it father-daughter?
Yes, father-daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
He went above and beyond to find something that was special for her. So a little heads up and no surprise reveals, I'm sure this father would have appreciated, which it sounds like he would have. So there should have been some sort of heads up saying, hey, this is actually going to go to my friend. I now have 2 of these. I just want to say thank you again. It's just, this is how things are going to go. That way, there could have been that heads up, and he would have been able to hear this, and he would appreciate the communication, because communication is key, my friends. Communication is key.
Communication is key. Interesting. So, Jenny, just to be clear, your entire argument resides on the fact that the action itself is fine, but what was needed was an additional action.
Yes.
Of forewarning and communicating. Okay,
yes.
So a bonus action of communication from the daughter to the father, that would have made it all go away. So that's where it resides. The action itself of giving it away to a friend is fine. Okay.
Yes,
David,
Your Honor. I mean, Philip.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. David, David, do you have any remarks specifically on that then, on that portion of the argument?
Yeah, I think you're only directing the hurt towards the father in that case. You're going, hey, just a heads up, I didn't like it that much. I'm gonna go with this other one that I like better. And you're almost explaining the reasoning to him, which doesn't need to happen. You know, you're just pointing the hurt at him and going, yeah, I don't want this. I'm gonna give it to a friend and I'm gonna replace it. Whereas in the original case, you know, you replace it. You hope the father doesn't notice.
Well, in this case, he did. So.
Well, but that's just an accident. That's just happenstance.
That's his own stupid fault for looking. You know, how dare he?
He has a very high perception, okay? But, listen. She also could approach phrasing this a little bit differently. She doesn't have to say, oh, I hate this, so I'm going to give it to someone else. She could have, there's so many other ways she could phrase this to lessen the blow.
Your Honor, is it my client's fault that they suck at correctly identifying and saying the right words? Is it my client's fault? No, I love that. All right. Look, guys, for me, the issue regarded around the action itself, for the fact that Jennie gave up on that, I got to say, David, you got 2 today, buddy. You were able to defend the a-hole.
Hold on a second.
I am shocked.
What happened to the first one?
The first one, David got the first one too. I swayed. Did you not hear the gavel?
Swayed back. You said you swayed back.
I swayed back to David.
I will not let you skip Philip.
Now can we share our actual thoughts?
I was going to say, you know what? I forgot to do that in the first one. Guys, did we agree with what you guys were defending? Did you guys actually believe what you were saying?
The mother and the girlfriend?
Let's go back to the first one. Yes, the mother kicking. Did you actually believe in your argument, David?
The mother was I do believe. I stood by my argument there. The mother was absolutely the like,
and
that
Jennie,
was ridiculous.
And Jennie, did you actually believe in your argument that she was not? Or do
she wasn't. That was an move. I did not agree with it personally.
like kicking out the daughter and her son were, or the girlfriend and her son were.
No, the mother could have handled that so much. She should have just let it happen, because she should have been a little more forgiving. Period.
Absolutely. All right. So now going to this new one with the Stand-Aid $700 mixer. How dare you, David? How dare you not remember the name? Do you actually believe in your argument that it was wrong, that it was not?
First of all, Jennie, go ahead.
No, I stand. My opinion is true for this one.
My opinion is true.
No, I believe.
I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm with Jennie. First of all, gray. It's gray. It doesn't clash with anything.
It's a gray, neutral color. Deal with it.
It's a neutral color. And second of all, to re-gift a gift, and not only that, now to possess one of these Stand-Aid, whatever it's called, to possess one of them has now cost her 2 close people, her dad and her boyfriend, it's cost them both for one, you know? Each one of them is paid for one, and she just gave it to her friend. You know,
I do have an edit if this is going to help. So she said, clearly I'm the a-hole. I'll apologize to my dad. I didn't think it was such a big deal, but clearly I'm wrong. To explain some things, one, I didn't say the observant comment to hurt him. He kept saying he picked out gray because it matches everything, which it does not, is what her words, not mine. So that's why I elaborated on me hating gray. Number 2, literally everyone I'm close with, except my dad, I guess, knows I hate gray. It's almost a running joke at this point. Gray? Number 3, my friend is really into cooking/baking, and I wanted to give her a moving away gift. She's not just some rando person I gave it to. Those are the only 3 little edits that I saw that were worthy of mentioning. So I don't know if that at all. Yeah, still, no, I still agree. It's still rude, but
yeah.
Okay, guys. Success? I think it was a success. I like this.
I really enjoyed that.
I have fun too. Good.
Excellent. Ha-ha!
May I help you?
You talking to me?
I need to talk to you.
A little word of advice.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome then.
What better way to celebrate coming back from Mexico than giving you some helpful advice? Jennie, you first.
Well, I don't have any Mexico trip-themed advice, but...
Nothing specific to Mexico?
No, nothing specific to Mexico. But, on the food and drink category, Spring is here, and it's time to break out those delicious spring flavors. I'm a little more on the adventurous side when it comes to the culinary aspects of life. So, listen up. If you like Starbucks, if you like coffee, if you want to go to the caffeination station, try this combination of flavors. Matcha, peach, and coconut milk. Oh my goodness gracious, it is to die for. It is one of the new combinations they are recommending at Starbucks for spring 2023. I tried it the other night. I needed a little pick-me-up before rehearsal, and it was to die for. So, if you go to Starbucks, matcha lemonade. Without lemonade, add peach juice and coconut milk. You're welcome.
Wow, okay. This is to no one in particular. When you make a new romantic connection, you've given them your phone number, and you're waiting for them to send you a message and begin the conversation. Give them at least a day or two. Maybe they're busy. You're welcome.
Oh no.
Well, my turn, I guess. When trying to clean up your living space, pretend like you're... I hate this. When trying to clean up your living space, pretend like you're going to be moving in a month. Because I'll tell you, nothing makes you more prone to get rid of stuff than you moving soon. I've been getting rid of stuff that I haven't used in darn near a year, including flak buzzy dice. I've been getting rid of everything. You're welcome.
I love a throwback advice. The game section is brought to you today by Sassy Mama Sales. Want to get a blast from the past with a fine vintage item? Or maybe need a new blender or other household item? Go to eBay and search Sassy Mama Sales, located within the eBay stores page, for all the greatest finds you'll want for every occasion. Sassy Mama Sales, all one word, all your shopping in one stop.
So welcome back to the game section where we will be playing David's game. Jennie will be finally on the board. And here we go.
Yes, at last.
But before we do, David, we've got some questions for you, buddy. Jennie, ask your question of David first, if you don't mind.
All right, fellow actor to actor. If you could sit next to a famous celebrity at a restaurant, who would it be? Go.
Oh, no, this is a good question because I want to sit next to someone not only whom I admire, but also someone who would be an adventurous eater. You know, someone, I don't know, someone who I can make conversation with about the food. Like, I don't know why, but my mind instantly went to Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it was because you asked the question like this.
Oh, probably. Was that inspiring?
that maybe nudged me in that direction, but I'm just going to go with it.
David, is there a person you don't personally know for whom you would die for whom you would take that proverbial bullet? I guess it'd be a literal bullet. You die from the bullet.
No, who I don't know personally? No.
I mean, it could be Matthew McConaughey, you know,
no.
And walks into the bar and you're like,
not even close.
Matthew, I'll do it. I'll be the one.
No, I mean, the only way that I would ever say yes to that question is if I had like kids that I never officially, like never actually met, you know, then I would probably have love for those kids despite never having met them. And I would take a bullet for them, but no, I would not take a bullet for anyone that I don't even know. No, absolutely not. Okay, let's play a game. Now, I was inspired by the theme of this episode, which was a debate. And I don't know how I got from that inspiration to where I ended up. There was some track in my mind, and I was trying to backtrack and figure out what it was so I could explain it to you guys. But I can't, so we're just going to go with it. So I went from debate to who's going to win. And I was like, can I come up with a game with who's going to win? And then somehow I came up with a thing. I'm going to give you guys 4 movies, and you're going to tell me which one is a remake, which one is not original, which one...
Oh.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Is this the one where you like essentially draw the lines for like There, you give us 4 movies, and then we got to tell you which one is a remake.
No.
Oh, okay.
Each 5 questions. Each one has 4 movies. It's multiple choice.
Got it. Okay.
So each of you will get the chance to answer. I'll go to... Who should I go to first? Jennie. Go to you first, Jennie.
Yeah.
Your first question is all around disaster movies.
Oh.
Hello, Michael Bay.
Which of these is not an original movie? Poseidon, 2006. 2012, 2009. Bird Box, 2018. Or The Day After Tomorrow, 2004.
Oh. So I heard Day After Tomorrow, Poseidon. Sorry, can you repeat the other 2?
2012 and Bird Box.
This has to be a remake of a previous movie. It can't be.
Yeah, so basically, it's not an original movie. It's a remake of a previous version. Even a soft remake counts as a remake.
And can that has to be that has to be strictly a film remake? Yes.
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
many of the movies I'm going to give you are based on a book or based on a whatever.
Adapted.
Got it. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I like all these movies. I'm trying to think. The only one I haven't seen is Poseidon. I'm just gonna pull out of a hat. I'm gonna go with Poseidon because I've never seen
Poseidon,
it. And I know
you're
nothing
saying
about
that
it.
Poseidon is the not original movie here, the remake. Philip.
It is indeed Poseidon, based off the 1984 classic The Poseidon Adventure.
Oh, this man knows. No,
That's
I
very
figured,
detailed
Philip,
answer.
you might have a slight advantage in this game.
Yeah.
But wow, strong start. You're correct.
I'll be
That is
completely honest.
true.
I have no idea what year it came out. I just do know that it's off of the Poseidon Adventure.
1992.
Oh, okay. There we go.
1990
There we
No,
go.
sorry, wait.
So wait, that was correct?
Sorry, 1972.
Yes.
1972.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
You pulled the correct name out of the hat, Jenny. I was like, darn it!
Yeah, so you're both correct.
Again, never
A
seen it,
point
so I was like,
apiece.
I'm sure it's this one. I'm sure it's the one I
A
don't
lot of
know.
drowning. A lot of drowning.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Have you seen the remake, Phil?
Yes, I have. I enjoyed it when it first came out. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I mean it's a disaster movie. It's good. Question number 2, same concept. Parasite, 2019. Scarface, 1983. 12 Years a Slave, 2013. Or Shakespeare in Love, 1998. Philip.
The second option. I forget what you said.
So I said Parasite, Scarface, 12 Years a Slave, and Shakespeare in Love.
Scarface.
Okay.
No, that's
Jenny.
my answer too.
Perhaps I should have come up with tougher questions. This is surprising. I'm very impressed. Well done. Scarface is correct. It is a
Carlito's
soft
Way?
remake of the 1932 film, all by the same name, also called Scarface.
Okay.
I knew that the other 3 were pretty original, so Scarface made the most sense to me.
Yeah. 2 points apiece. It's neck and neck. Jenny, we touch on your favorite arena here.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
The Exorcist, 1973. The Shining, 1980. Psycho, 1960. The Grudge, 2004. Jenny.
oh, The Grudge.
I was leaning towards The Grudge anyways, and with the confidence that Jenny exuded, I'm going to go with The Grudge as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Grudge is correct.
Yeah.
This I knew was going to be one of the easier questions. But yeah, I didn't realize the first
It's
two were
a
gonna be so easy.
remake
So
of
I guess
Ju-on,
yes, yeah. Ju-on, The Grudge.
and it was
Yes.
remade again, or I guess I don't know what
Yeah.
that
It's-
latest
there's sequels
adaptation
and-
ones.
There's
I have-
sequels and prequels and frequels and schmequels.
Ugh, I could go on a rant. There was one that came out a couple of years ago that had I can't even describe
Yeah, there's
it
a
any other way.
2021. There's a
Despite-
2021 remake or something. So
Yeah, the only way I can describe it is that it was just an absolute mess. I should have known better. It was a January horror movie. Horror movies in January don't mix usually. It's pretty rare, but we could talk about this for 30 minutes. We don't have the time. So
All
next
right, well,
question.
this might be where things get tougher. Question 4, Philip, we're going to you first. Coda 2021,
Ooh.
Shanghai Noon, 2000.
Oh, fuck.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. Or Jumanji, 1995.
Oh, 95. That was the key there. That was the key.
Mm.
One more time, the options, please.
Coda, 2021. Shanghai Noon, 2000. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. And Jumanji, 1995.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say Shanghai Noon is the remake.
Okay.
Jennie.
Jennie.
I have not seen the first two, so I'm going to guess it's one of those. I'm going to defer from Philip on this one. I'm going to go with Coda.
All right, Philip, you go with Shanghai Noon, one of my all-time favorite comedies. Jennie, you go with Coda, Best Picture winner from last year's Oscars. One of you is correct, which means that one of you is taking a lead, and that person is Jennie.
Really?
Jennie! Yeah, Coda is, in fact, a soft remake of a French film called La Famille Bélier. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Shanghai Noon is entirely original. Apparently.
I thought it was, but I could have easily seen that as a soft remake of a spaghetti western of yesteryear.
Of course, yeah. I see that. That's kind of why I put it in there.
Yeah, it was very, very good. Very
all
good
right.
inclusion.
So Jennie, you take a slim lead. It is 4-3.
She'll have to go first. Yark.
Yes, Jennie, you will have to go first.
Okay.
But you were going to go first anyway, so that's fine. Your final question: Tropic Thunder. This is all Ben Stiller.
It's Ben Stiller around. Nice.
Tropic Thunder, 2008. Meet the Parents, 2000. Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story, 2004. Or Night at the Museum, 2006.
Okay, so I heard Night at the Museum. I heard Dodgeball. I heard Meet the Parents. And I heard Tropic Thunder. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have seen all of these except Meet the Parents. So...
What, do you think I'm a cat, Greg? You gonna milk me? That means nothing to you, Jennie, but it
meant absolutely nothing.
Meet the Parents is phenomenal the first time you watch it. I actually would very much recommend you to see it, Jennie.
Okay, I'll add it to my list of non-horror movies to watch. So, geez, this is tricky. My brain and my gut is telling me that Meet the Parents is the remake. I don't think there's any other one.
Felipe.
Oh.
I was going to go with one of two, depending on which one Jennie hit. It was either going to be Meet the Parents. Obviously, I can't take that if I want a chance to tie it. And the other one was going to be, what's the fourth option, David?
Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum. I could see that as being just some random ass 70s film that they remade in a cheap black and white. I don't even know. So I'm going to go with The Night at the Museum. Thinking I'm wrong. I think it was probably Meet the Parents.
Well, one of you's correct. And once again, it's Jennie!
Yeah.
Jennie!
You know what?
5 points to 3. You're on the board, and it's with a dub.
That's amazing to hear. I will say that I did have an ounce of doubt for a moment where I was like,
I saw that.
No, is it Night at the Museum? Oh no, what have I done? But sounds like I was fine anyway, so.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so while Tropic Thunder, Ben Stiller came up with a concept while on set from another film. It was an original story, Dodgeball, and Night at the Museum as well. Meet the Parents, based on a 1992 film by the same name. So there you go.
I even thought I'd heard that, but yeah, congratulations, Jennie. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And with that victory, Jennie brings us all to a same record in the win column. 1-1-1 for all of us. While I have 3 losses, David has 2. Jennie remains perfect at 1-0.
Ooh, baby, that slaps. All right, this is the part of the show where we recommend some entertainment for you to check out that has tickled us this week. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. It's a song. It's called Night Crawling by Saint Raymond, and it's an indie bop, and I quite enjoy it. That slaps.
This week I was tickled while in the bathroom, and that I'm just saying that's where my inspiration was. I'm sorry. I should have. I should clarify. I was in the bathroom when I heard this song, and then I had to instantly find it. I had to sound hound that puppy, and then I found it. It's called This Life by the band Vampire Weekend. It's quite good.
Oh, we
guys.
love them.
Go and check it out. Yes. Go ahead, Jenny.
Well, I am
That's
being the...
Sorry. Almost forgot to add that.
That slaps! Well, I'm different this week from the other two. I have a movie, but this is actually it's not a new piece of material. This material has been around for over 30 years, 35 years.
The original Scarface?
Better. It was I'm currently in rehearsals for my next puppet show, and I had never seen the movie Alien before. So I took a Sunday evening
Jennie,
to watch
I was going to call you out for this. I remember seeing this on your story. I can't believe Mrs. Horror has never seen Alien.
Listen,
it's
I'm
like
making my way
the
through.
horror movie. It's like the OG.
I don't think I've seen it. I've seen
It's
a lot of
the
the
OG
others.
space horror to end all
Yes.
space horrors.
Yes.
Yes, it's true.
But Philip, at least you're not horror obsessed like Jennie apparently is.
Yeah. That's
Come on. Okay.
I know
Sorry,
there are some.
rant over. That
This
appalled
is-
me.
This is a side note, but I've recently revealed that I had never seen the Goonies, and I had a lot of shocked faces look at me. So that's next on the Jennie somehow missed this list. But back on the topic at hand, Alien. If you haven't seen it, why? Like I'm questioning myself about that every day now. It's a fantastic horror slow burn, not only in suspense, but in horror. It transitions beautifully. This plot flows like a river. The performances are wonderful, especially the Queen, Sigourney Weaver herself. She kicks this role in its booty. She nails it. And it's in the way that she delivers it too. It's not... She knows she's in danger. She's scared, but she still fights and she still beats the thing. And it's admirable. It's legendary. Oh, what a good movie. Please go see it. Please do yourself a favor. I will admit it's not my number one space horror, but oh my goodness, it's the people's choice. Please go see it. Alien, that slaps. Well, we've reached the end of this wonderful episode, but before we do so, we have a few people to thank.
Yeah, thank you to Cass and Crossland and Jake Corlang for the music on the show. We love you guys.
Thanks to Ryan Ardell.
And thanks to Josh Hans for all the audio bits you've been hearing throughout the show. And most importantly, thank you, the listener, for tuning in, staying with us, and supporting us in all that we are doing and producing. We love you guys. Please, you know where to find us. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and you can find sweet content that we create for you on Facebook, Instagram, on all the social media platforms. But don't try to find us on Pandora, because Pandora? Who's that? I don't know her.
Hi, I'm the one your bear hibernates with.